Hello ladies and nerds, Zoya here from the StarCraft Squad. I'm going to be bringing you another replay. This is Game 2 of the winners bracket round 1 at IPL 4. Spawning here at the left side of Sandshore Mist as a pink Terran. Currently up 1-0 in the series. It is Gosu's STX. And his opponent on the right side of the map as the purple Terran this is Jimmy. Gosu STX playing very patiently last game. But the pivotal moment of the game was when he got out those Vikings. He just was able to turn the tide of the battle, keep that air dominance. And when you're going for a one-base all-in like this is Jimmy was, and you don't have air dominance, especially when you're really relying heavily on your Banshees, you won't be able to apply any pressure. And he did a little drop into the main base, and it just didn't work out for him. This is Jimmy opting the wall off. Same thing goes for the STX. Walling off, it's not necessary in TVT. It used to be like the worst idea ever when people back in the beta used to do one-base tank all-ins, and they would just siege your front door and you'd lose all your supply depots. But now, I mean, people are better at this game. They have better timings and they know what to do. This is Jimmy going for another gas first build. As I said last game, gas first is not the most out of the ordinary thing anymore. It just every TVT, there's usually at least one person that goes gas first now, and the other person goes gas expand. It looks like Gosu's STX is actually getting a gas this time. His barracks was started first, so it is not a gas first, it is a barracks first. Standard timings, 12-13. STX choosing the scout this time. Pretty standard. Pretty standard. It's just a nice little timing there. This is Jimmy always does the late scouts, which in TVT, I mean, it's okay, I guess, but I prefer not to do late scouts. I prefer to scout when STX is doing it, because if they get their Marine out and they're able to deny you the scout, I mean, that's pretty huge in TVT. You need a scout if they're going gas or not. So there is the scout moving out now for This is Jimmy. Hopefully he can get across the map. This is a very big map. Income tab, guys, 15-15, both players. SCVing up pretty hard. And by pretty hard, I mean they're not missing a single one. Orbital command about to start for This is Jimmy. Both players at 16 supply. Throwing down that factory. STX gets in the base and goes, okay, I scouted your gas. I see the timing of it. I clicked on it, saw the orbital timing. This is a gas first. Marine about to pop out of the barracks. Supply depot is done. Wall off is finished. So when the SCV gets here, it won't be able to scout that, hey, STX actually went for a gas this time. SCV is stuck outside. Pathing issues, of course, when the player is walled off. First Marine is out. He needs to raise that depot though before the SCV comes up. If that SCV gets into that map, huge. There's no second Marine here, so the SCV will be able to scout the gas. Will it get up there? He does lower it or raise it just in time, so STX does deny the scout. Was This is Jimmy able to see that factory building? No, he did not. So nice positioning there. Marine is chasing down this SCV. It will fall, unfortunately, for This is Jimmy. Moving that barracks over. Going to be putting a reactor down next to that factory. Is he going to go for reactor Hellions? I love reactor Hellions in this matchup. That is actually a weird thing now in this matchup. People rarely go reactor Hellions. Starport started for This is Jimmy. Tech Lab finishing on that factory, so it's going to be a Banshee Expand. I forgot what the name of that unit was. I play Terra as a main race. How sad is that? But it's going to be Banshee Expand, and you can tell because he only has one gas. If he was he would have gotten his second gas a lot sooner if he was planning on doing some more one-base play. But with the one gas, he's not going to be investing in the cloak, and he's going to be just expanding behind it. So it's going to be a nice way to apply pressure. Getting reactor built still. Tech Lab has finished on this, or factory has Tech Lab has finished on the factory. Siege tank on the way. Siege tech started as well. Double Marine production. So he's going for a one-base timing attack with Marine, Siege tanks, and Medevacs. Nice timing here from STX. It's a pretty standard build. I mean, it's been done since the dawn of time almost. Vikings on the way. Get that air dominance. Marines moving across the map for This Jimmy. Trying to keep, map vision, map control. Banshee on the way. Command center is started. So, like I said, it is the one gas expand. Pretty standard play from This Jimmy. It's the way I like. If I open Banshees, I'm not a big Banshee fan, to be honest. They're just a huge investment. But when I do open Banshees, I prefer this style. Where you do the one gas. Gas first, of course. Gas first, so you get it out fast. And then you do the expand right after it, so you're not investing too much into these Banshees. Viking has arrived for STX. He's setting it out on the map, too, which I think is kind of interesting. He's going to try and scout this Banshee. Has he scouted the starport? He has not. He's seen the factory, though. Oh, he's just barely turning around Man, he got really close to that Banshee. That would have been horrible for this Jimmy if that Banshee got intercepted. That would have been like the worst feeling in the world. I'm telling you personally, as a Terran player, it would have just been the saddest thing ever. And the command center has been started for this for STX. So even though he went for a fast second gas and went for you know, a fast aggressive build, he's still going to expand behind it. Now Banshee has arrived at the main base. How many SCVs will it get? One has been killed so far. Marines, Vikings coming forward. It's going to be close. It's going to get away, and it's taking a lot of damage, and this Viking's definitely going to get it. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to kill off 2 SCVs. Not the best control from This Is Jimmy. Back home, his command center's fishing up, warping it into an orbital command, looking throughout his base. He does have siege tank started. No siege check. Oh, he does have siege check. Okay, no, it's just starting. Never mind. Never mind. He clicked on it as I was clicking on the tech lab. Bunker being salvaged, realized he doesn't need it. This is going to be a nice little aggressive timing here from Ghostu's XCS. He does have a siege tank. Siege tech is about a third of the way done. And then just as Jimmy scouts this is coming, says, okay, I see your Marines, I see your siege tank, I see your Viking. He's building that bunker. He has a Viking of his own. And keep in mind he has a defender's advantage. So as long as he keeps producing units, he should be able to hold this off. Their siege tech is going to finish relatively the same time, which is nice. Viking coming forward, or Marine coming forward, leading that charge. Just wants to make sure there's nothing surprising coming in front. It's always nice to set up ahead one Marine scout. And he set the weakened Marine. And the problem with this push is STX actually took some damage on that Viking from that initial Marine. So now his Viking's weaker than his opponent's, which makes him not have the air control. This is Jimmy does. He is sieging up though. His siege tank just finished a second faster. It is barely in range of that siege tank. Oh, taking too many shots there. Needs to be very careful. He is sieged up though. Now this is Jimmy. Ooh, if he had map, oh, he'd be able to hit those Marines so hard. Unfortunately, he doesn't realize that the Viking for Ghost XCS is weakened. He did pull SCVs down here though. He was able to repair it. Now he's getting in range of that bunker. Nice slow push here from STX. Viking coming forward. Boom! Now he's got map vision. Hits those Marines. Nice good chunk there, and he is in range of that siege tank. Scan from STX going down on this is Jimmy natural base. Supply 70 to 58. And the STX is going to go back home, it looks like. Income tab 33 to 33. Both players are exactly even on harvesters. Natural base is just now getting started for STX, taking that third gas. This puts This is Jimmy in a better economic advantage. He did get that CC out first, and he started mining at his a lot sooner. More barracks going down, not going for any heavy factory play. STX looking like he's doing the same thing, still has that reactor. Means no additional barracks it looks like just yet though. He's got no, which means he's going to have a really delayed stim pack, really delayed combat shield. He's just sitting on this 1-1-1 currently. This is Jimmy is getting an engineering bay. Where is he? Yeah, there it is. Engineering bay. Going to get that +1/+1. I like the positioning of these siege tanks. Going up to his high ground, it looks like. Wants to defend up here. This is an interesting map because of this spot right here. You can elevator in. It's just a really annoying thing for the Terran player to have to deal with. Or any player to have to deal with, rather, against someone who's got siege tanks. Supplied 90 to 79, goes to this XCX, has a constant production. So he does have a nice supply lead. Has an interesting contain here, not too far forward. He is up to 3 Vikings. Viking count for This Is Jimmy is up to 2. So he does have the disadvantage here. And This Is Jimmy needs to be careful. He needs to start producing more Vikings. And he's not really been utilizing the starport at all, really. He's produced the 2 Vikings and a medevac. And I mean that can change the battle of TVT really easily, as we saw for Game 1. STX did a lot of damage. Now he just picked off that medevac, which is huge. Or one of the Vikings, rather, which is huge. Just doing as much to be as annoying as possible. And I love this decision from XTX. Look how he's got all this map vision and map control. He's got Marines everywhere. He's going to know when to drop someone out across the map. He knows everything. Actually built a sensor tower. You hardly ever see sensor towers anymore. Isn't that very weird? Sensor towers are very, very important. And he knows he's got this nice contain here, so his opponent can't move out to the middle of the map. So he wants to make sure he doesn't get dropped ever. +1 started for both players. Gonna get that attack upgrade as fast as possible. Stim pack about to finish with This Is Jimmy. No combat shield just yet. Stim pack just started for Ghost's XCS. So he's behind like I thought he would be. And just staying on that 1-1-1 for so long with the reactor on the barracks just delayed everything. Getting a second reactor on the 3rd barracks he has. Just going to produce as much Marines as possible. No interest in really getting any Marauders in this mix, which is not necessary. And there are Vikings moving around the map looking for some drops, looking for anything to pick off. And this is how you need to play with your Vikings. People don't do this enough. Now, I don't recommend having all your Vikings away, because if the engagement comes, he's going to need his Vikings back here very quickly to defend his units. But you need to use your Vikings like you do Medivacs. You want to, or not Medivacs, Mutalisk, where you want to constantly be scouting on the map for any form of drop. This is Jimmy does sneak a drop by through the outside, and he's sending out his reinforcements at this really awkward time. So this Jimmy's going to be able to stim in. Does he have +1? He does. Let's see how much damage he'll be able to do. He does just barely get behind this siege tank and marine. Goes to XCX, does notice his siege tank isn't. And oh, this is Jimmy actually did a double stim. Did not really need to do that. He needs to heal up these units fast because they're taking a lot of damage. Nice group of units from the SCX is coming back home, but how much damage will be done? SCVs have been pulled. They are being killed now. He does stim again. This medevac needs to heal up these units fast before the reinforcements get here. A lot of Vikings and medevacs come here. Actually, he pulled no units to defend this. He's just going for that medevac. Needs to land those Vikings. SCVs are coming to repair. There are so many dying right now. This is not what Ghost XCX needs to do. He needs to send units back to deal with this drop. A lot of harvesters are being killed so far. This is huge. This is Jimmy still has units left. 15 SCVs have been killed so far. Very successful drop. And the SCX, as I said in Game 1, does not have the best decision making when it comes to a TVT. Like I said, I cast him in the finals yesterday for the qualifier for the U.S. National Team Tournament being hosted by Blizzard. And he has great micro, great macro, but he just doesn't have the best decision making. And as we saw there, he didn't handle that drop very well. Took way too much damage. +2, +1 started for This Is Jimmy. +1 in combat shields started for Ghosties XCS. Armor, of course. Both players are currently 1-0. This is Jimmy up 20 supplied. Going in with a siege, sieging up now. Needs to be careful though, he's in a very awkward situation. His units are getting stuck, they aren't getting the best spread they need, but his superior siege tank numbers and superior marine numbers are just able to overwhelm Ghosties XCS. Supply 101 to 127, so he still has that 20 supply lead. So look at that food count, guys, or units tab. 23 Marines, 2 siege tanks, 4 SCX, 4 Vikings, 2 medevacs. 28 Marines, 9 siege tanks, 4 medevacs for This Is Jimmy. So he doesn't have any Vikings, but he does definitely have a huge siege tank link. 9-2 is massive, and that's not something SCX is going to be able to come back from. He is producing out of double medevac or double siege or factories, which tends to be his style, but he just not going to be able to catch up. It's 9-2. That's just a huge lead. Stim coming forward for This Is Jimmy. He is not siege. He is currently sieging up. Will this be enough for SCX to break through? Medevacs are getting fired by the Vikings, but he does GG out, realizing that when he's 72 supply to 139, he just couldn't overcome that. Just that drop did a little too much damage, and he just didn't have the best engagement in the middle of the map. So this is Game 2. This is Jimmy versus Ghosties XCS. The series is now 1-1. Game 3 will be live on my channel. Soon to follow this one. Thank you guys for watching. Please, I am practicing my solo casting right now because I am going to send in an application to the IPL 5 caster contest. So please leave any feedback that you can. And I know I mess up a lot. I haven't solo cast in such a very long time. I've been casting for Playhem, for my team Nightmare, for other teams as well, for the EWM, for the KSL, and that all has co-casters. And I haven't solo cast in such a long time. I've been neglecting my YouTube, and it's starting to be a pain in the ass now. The one time I have to solo cast, so I'm trying to just get a little bit less rusty. So any tips, guys, please post them in the comments, and I won't be upset. Be as blunt as you have to be. I don't be a rude troll, but just help me out, guys. I would really appreciate it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/ZoyaStarcraft. Follow my Twitch channel. I stream a lot, guys, me playing the game. So if you want to watch me more, just playing the game and talking to you guys more on a more personal level, because I'll be interacting with you directly through the chat, because I'm always talking to my chat. It's twitch.tv/StarcraftSquad. Please follow me there. And also you can find me on Playhem TV. We are a daily tournament. We have 2 dailies a day. We do 14 Master League tournaments a week that we cast. I currently cast Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Wednesday morning, and Friday morning, as well as Monday through Thursday nights on the same channel. I do the Zoya show. You guys see the VODs here on the channel, but if you ever want to watch it live, you can go to playhem.tv. It starts around 9:30 Pacific Standard Time, or just whenever the NA daily ends is when I go live. So yeah, Monday through Thursday for that show, and yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next game.